So when we think about risk and your financial structures, your investment strategies, a lot of it has to do with what stage you are in life, what's important to you, and really what your wealth is for. I remember years ago when my daughter was just born, my second daughter, Aria, and I went to Napa with her mother. We're divorced since, and we went away. It was our first vacation since having kids. And after coming back, my kids were staying with my sister out in Long Island, and we had a long trip back. It was a 6-hour trip back, then getting from JFK to my sister's was another 2 hours, so I was exhausted. And we had to take 2 cars back, and my daughter Aria was with me, and we're driving back, and I don't know if you've ever been like falling asleep at the wheel, and a lot of times you don't think like that's even a possibility, but when you're just driving and the eyes are closing and you're like, it's not ending well. I remember I was driving through some part of like Queens, and I knew that if I didn't shut it down at some point, like I was going to drive off the road. And now I have my daughter in the back that's buckled in the car seat, and I'm kind of freaking out what to do, but I could barely keep my eyes open. What I did is I pulled off the road into what I thought was a rather safe area, and I locked the doors, I kept the air on, and I put my alarm on for about 25 minutes, and I got a quick cat nap that let me recharge. But that's something that I don't think I would have done if my kids weren't in the car, right? If I would have been like pushing through it, which is still probably not the right thing to do. But when you have people depending upon you, whether it's your children, your spouse, your team, your community, all of a sudden your appetite for risk changes. And my appetite for risk of driving and pushing through changed, but that's really how you have to approach everything. It's you have to think about who's depending upon you. So if you have this investment structure and you meet somebody that's like, oh, it's the greatest thing, I'm making all this money and it's sexy and all those and it's high risk, and you want to be in that because you have the FOMO, the fear of missing out, you have to really think about your risk strategy based on where you are in life, what stage of life, and who is dependent upon your wealth. That is really key, and it's really important to think through that.